long time in the making. I made a diag cart video a long time ago, and I was gonna update it, and I didn't. But now, check out this diag cart. I just got to a call, so sorry about the lighting, but you know, you get the picture. I have a lot of diagnostic type stuff in there, scopes, scan tools, just a bunch of accessories, you know, just it's a mess right now. Oh man, I've just been throwing stuff in here, and so as you can see, got like the Pico in here and some more like the in-cylinder transducer and just some various pressure sensors, and I like the most common stuff I use is typically right there. You know, jumpers, drills, you know, impacts, I got like whatever. Most of my supplies in that box, like you know, bulbs and fuses and a whole bunch of hardware like nuts and bolts and just I don't know, random stuff. You know, I got everything as good as I could. You know, it's have limited space, but you know, when I first started packing it and designing like how I wanted it to be, I thought, oh, I'm gonna pack really light, and I planned this whole area was supposed to be like open, and unfortunately, if you want to, you know, do what I do, you have to have all kinds of stuff on hand. So you know, I got like all my AC stuff in here. I'm not going to open it. There's a lot of scope accessories like amp clamps and stuff in here. I got a scan tool. It's a launch pad 3. And then, you know, all these black boxes, these are my hand tools. This one, it's like all the most common, just like associated with like my junk drawer. It's got like pliers and screwdrivers and it's just like stuff that I use all the time, and I don't know where to put it. And then got my office up here. It's all my invoicing and whatnot. I got the compressor up here. So I mean, it's not ideal, but you know, you'd be surprised. I have a lot of various tools to get a lot of different jobs done. So it's actually been pretty good. I mean, you know, I'm pretty well equipped to handle many situations, you know, almost any job. I stay busy, being mobile, and I love it. It brings me back to, you know, when I started, except for, you know, now I got all the years of experience and tooling, and it makes jobs sort of a breeze. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm actually here to look at this Highlander here. It has an ABS module issue. It's in limp mode. So that'll be actually I'm about to film it right now. The ABS module is not communicating, and it's just going into limp mode. The battery was shot. Last time I arrived, it had been sitting. They're selling this property, which might add, it's a beautiful property. And you know, this Highlander, it's only got 85,000 miles on it. It's got that VSC and check engine light, and then I don't have my seatbelt on. So let's see, did I put the e-brake on? I never understand why people put the e-brake on like on flat ground with the automatic. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to back out of here, but it's super tight. Like, I'm right on the bush. It's just weird the way that that little carport is when you pull out there. That bush is curving inward, and it creeps up on you really quick. Anyway, so I'm gonna like go right here and just show you, like, if I step on it, like right now I'm flooring it, and you know, we're on a hill, but if this was on flat ground, you know, I'm topping out at like 5 miles an hour. You know, it's really bad. So so I suppose you could consider that a part 2 to this. However, I think you'd be interested to see, you know, how how I do my mobile diagnostics. It's not easy staying organized, and I've watched a lot of guys out there and learned a lot. So, you know, if somebody can take something from this, more power to you. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.